Recording, back at it. Been a while.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 61 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your host, Eric C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing sick, dude.
It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks since we recorded. I'm really excited.
Yeah, you guys might not know this, but Josh was away in Italia.
Yeah, so we batch recorded a few episodes so we wouldn't miss a week because we're professionals.
Yeah, we are professionals.
We don't take breaks.
We don't have time for breaks. We're running a company here.
Running a company. There's
a
no
Fortune 5 million.
Fortune 5 million company. There's no breaks on this bus. We stop recording. There's 30 people out of work.
I kind of think of it more as a train.
It's a train?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I just think train because you like trains.
I do like trains, but it's kind of more like a train than a bus because there's one direction we're heading and there's no...
Do you have a conductor's hat?
No, but I'd love one.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a conductor's hat.
I'll get you a captain's hat for boats.
It's okay.
Why not?
Because I have my Navy PCAP.
Yeah, that's not a captain hat.
Okay. All right.
The hef hat.
Yeah, okay.
That's
right.
that's what I want to get you.
I want the tassels then.
Yeah, the gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
it's early.
London,
I haven't had to get
Ontario.
up early on a Sunday in a while.
Was it nice?
Yeah, Josh has been gone. I've also been on vacation.
Yeah, while I was gone, Christian quit smoking, and then the day I'm back, he's like, all right, I guess I could smoke again.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't smoked or drank in 2 weeks.
No, don't let me do it alone. That sucks.
Yeah, no, that's rude. I wouldn't do that to you.
No, we're friends. We stick together. If I quit smoking and Chris really wanted to smoke, I'd smoke again.
Yeah.
That's why I can't quit.
Josh went to Italy and came back, and now he drinks fucking cappuccinos in the morning.
Oh, I'm such a prick about it.
Are you?
Oh, dude, I'm such a
How
dickhead.
was Italy? Talk about Italy.
Italy was awesome. I got engaged.
Yeah?
That's big news. That's big news. We'll toss that off the front. She said yes. What a dummy. Now I get to be crazy. Not like married crazy, but a little crazy.
Now this is when you just let loose.
Yeah, because she said yes and she's told everybody.
Yeah, so it's what are you going to do? Back out?
Yeah, now there's an implication.
Yeah.
You have to,
You have to put up with insanity.
Yeah, I'm just going to get weird now.
Okay, what are you thinking? What's your first move?
First move of being weird?
Yeah.
Yelling at the TV.
You're going to start yelling, openly yelling at the TV.
Openly yelling at the
I've been
TV.
doing that for a long time.
I've kept shit pretty nice up until now.
I let it out right away. I was like, I yelled at the TV watching Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So I just didn't like, I don't know, didn't like how she was handling some things.
If that was me.
That was me, I would have made better decisions, just saying. Friendship matters Wednesday. Fucking...
Personal beef with Jenna Ortega. No, I'm just going to start saying some shit that stepdads say.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
Just out of nowhere, it's the gravy train stops here, okay? Does your mom ever bring guys around when I'm not there?
Start saying it to Brian. She'd be like, what?
Your mom really fucking hates me, huh?
Oh, man.
Nah, just weird shit. I can do weird shit now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah.
What happened in Italy? What happened in Rome? How was Rome?
Rome's really good. Italy's awesome. It's super. There's tons of cool stuff to see. Rome is just such a big city. It's fucking huge. There's so many people. Yeah. It's constant bustle. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize till we looked at a map. It's fucking gigantic.
It's gigantic and it's so dense.
Yeah, it's city for miles.
Yeah, but there's no skyscrapers or anything over there. Nothing's really taller than 6 stories, but it's just jammed.
Really? That's about it, eh?
Yeah, that's about it. but everything is jam packed.
What are the tallest things then? Churches and shit?
Yeah, churches and like monuments are the tallest things.
How big's the Colosseum?
Colosseum's like, I'd say like 8 or 10 stories tall.
Oh, it's pretty big.
Everything's much bigger than I thought.
Really? I always kind of thought the Colosseum would be like a 3-story walk-up.
I thought the Colosseum would be the size of like the JLC.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's really
way bigger.
It's way, way bigger, yeah.
That's crazy.
And I guess it was bigger in the past too, but the good chunk of the top fell off. Because I didn't know this, but I guess so. Like there was a Colosseum in the Roman times, right?
Yeah.
But then there was a really long time in Italy when the Roman Empire had fallen, but before the like Renaissance.
Yeah.
And people just kind of used it as a place to like sleep. Like homeless people just vibing there. They wouldn't like do events or anything. It was just kind of there. People like bring their animals in there and shit.
What?
Yeah. And if they needed like marble for buildings or something, they would just take a chunk out of there.
That's
it's fucking wild.
Strange.
I know. You think about it, the Colosseum was like 2,000 years ago, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would have thought that maybe they would have preserved that.
You'd think so.
They're talking about bringing back gladiators.
Yeah?
That's like a real conversation.
To the death?
Yeah, like legitimate gladiators.
That's such a Saudi thing, isn't it?
I'm stoked. I'm stoked.
I'd watch.
I would watch. Yeah.
Were you going to be the only guy that didn't watch the gladiator fight?
Yeah, bro. Do you think that I'm not gonna, like, when these Saudi princes start lining up people that are deep in desperation, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. Let's see where this goes.
How different is that from, like, high school, college football in the States? It's not really. Desperate poor people.
Yeah.
Trying to make it, trying to get an education, make some money.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's pretty similar. I'd watch.
I don't think they should all get paid, though.
Oh, we were talking about this.
We did talk about it.
We talked about. Well, you know how much money they bring in?
Yeah, they're bringing in to be awesome. They can't afford to pay those kids.
Yeah, these poor universities are so strapped for cash.
They are strapped for cash. Look at how cheap all the registrations gotten, eh?
Yeah,
It only costs
tuition's
you
at an
hundreds
all-time
of thousands of dollars.
Tuition's at an all-time low.
Yeah.
Their stadiums are in disrepair. They're tiny.
Yeah, they're falling apart. They don't have money.
They don't.
They don't have any money. I saw something that's crazy. I actually want to
I want to hear what you say. It's crazy.
Taylor Swift
Yeah.
during her Era tour.
Yeah, the one that's happening right now.
Is that
Yeah.
She covers about 2 miles per show in walking.
Really?
And she does a 44-song set.
Whoa.
I was thinking about that. They just said that on the radio, and I was listening. I heard that. I'm like, that is fucking athletic.
That is, yeah.
That is athletic. Like, that's about as much as a lot of soccer players
Yeah, probably.
in a game. You know what I mean? Like,
44 songs. Is that like a double headline?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
I
like 2
guess
hours.
it's like a 4-hour show.
And just her.
And she does that all the time. Like, she does it back to back. That's fucking intense, man.
That is intense.
Because that's like, people are like, well, I work for 8 hours. Yeah, it's not the fucking same. She's like jumping around, singing at the top of her lungs, and like running around to the crowd.
Yeah.
For 4 fucking hours.
I mean, you talk to any musician, you know it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah,
but
that's a lot of showmanship.
Most like musicians we know would have to take a week off after doing that once.
Yeah.
Like do one of those shows, they'd have to take a week.
They'd be like, okay, sick. I gotta not talk for a week.
Yeah.
She does that back to back and has been doing shit like that for years.
That's fucking nuts.
It is. Yeah. Props to T Swifty.
What do they call them? Swifties?
Swifties.
Yeah, I'm a proud Swiftie.
Are you?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I listen to T Swift on my Spotify.
T-Swizzle.
Yeah.
I like Taylor.
Yeah.
That's good.
She's pretty good. I like the new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's grown up with the music.
Yeah, less country.
Yeah, it's cool now. I don't know. The one that's on the radio.
Which one? Sing it for me.
I can't remember how it goes. Talks about her having that dream that her stepdaughter kills her and thinks that she left them in the will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. Yeah.
I know, Brian.
What's it like cheering for the anti-hero? That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. It's super good.
It is good.
Yeah.
There's Brian put on this song, and it was like Taylor Swift, and I was like, oh fucking here we go. Like I just wasn't into it, but it was like revenge. Like I'm out for revenge, and it was fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Like dark.
And
I was like,
newer.
whoa.
I think I
All
know what
right.
you're talking about. It's sick.
Yeah, it's about like, you know who Scooter Braun is? Like music
the one
producer.
who fucked her over.
The one who fucked her over. It's about how she like basically exposed him for cheating on his wife and in this song and
Is
shit.
Scooter Braun, what's the deal with that guy?
I think he just owns a bunch of music. I think he signs. He's really good at signing good potential acts and takes a chunk
Of the
rights. I think he did it with Bieber as well.
Really?
Like, I think he was
No. Usher signed Bieber from day one.
Yeah, but I think he was involved.
Yeah, because I know Bieber is an Usher creation.
For sure.
Usher found him like stoned on the internet
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't admit that to people, Usher. Why are you watching little boys sing at 3 in the morning on YouTube?
Makes him happy.
Fucking jerking off.
No,
It makes him happy.
Yeah, he's just watching young
Usher.
talent.
Usher, notoriously for not being a sexual freak.
He's just watching people sing.
He was totally cranking it to Bieber, and then finished up and was sitting there and like heard a bit of the music.
I was like, damn, this kid's
damn,
so
he's
good.
actually. I actually kind of like this, like quite a bit.
Yeah,
that's my theory
maybe
on Usher.
You know what I fucking noticed?
What's that?
I don't want to be a douche, but I have so I go to Starbucks.
Yeah. That doesn't make you a douche.
It is.
No.
It is a douchey thing. No, we just say that because we work with a lot of people that get Starbucks.
I mean,
You know what they are, though? They're front of house.
that's true because they can afford it.
Yep. Fucking douche. You know who you are.
Yeah, being a server just means you're a douche off the hop.
Yeah, that's
By the
how
way,
it is.
Christian's serving part time.
Yeah, no, it's a great time. I love my job. The restaurant would crumble without us.
Sorry, what was your story about going to Starbucks? I feel like I cut
They fucking ring you up now and ask for a tip.
Oh, for real? I tip baristas.
Okay, I'm not against tipping the baristas, but then I noticed this has become a whole thing.
Yeah.
Everyone wants tips now.
Yeah.
Like everyone's
I'll
wage.
show you a tip.
This is inflation. This is inflation at
Yeah.
work. Like things have gotten so horribly unaffordable that it doesn't seem to matter where you fucking go. When you cash out, they ask for a tip
Yeah, because
because the wage isn't enough.
the companies are saying we're not going to give you a raise, but on the debit machines we're going to give them an option for a tip, and you're going to take that
Yeah,
as your
like
raise.
it comes up on Subway,
Yeah, I know.
and it's like, no, your job's to make my fucking sandwich.
They're artists. I'm not sure if you know sandwich
I've
artists.
seen you throw the tomato at my sandwich. That is not artiste, okay?
This is my thing with Subway. I don't get shredded lettuce on my subs. I'm a spinach guy,
Okay.
right?
And they put 5 leaves of spinach.
They put 5 leaves of spinach, which is better because they got their hand like on the fucking trigger for the lettuce. The second it shows up, they're like, lettuce, and I see their hand go into the lettuce before I even say yes.
Yeah.
Because they just assume I want it.
There you go, no.
And they have like a softball of lettuce.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're going to like build this sandwich out. It's like, hey, take it easy, big guy.
Yeah.
I didn't say yes yet. Okay? Put the fucking lettuce down. I don't want your shredded icebergs. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Iceberg tastes like shit.
Yep, fair enough.
That's my thing with Subway. That's why I don't go to Subway anymore.
I think it's fair, honestly. I don't know. But I was going to say, landlords want a tip.
I saw that, dude, and it made me so fucking mad.
Dude, if you own land and I pay you rent,
Yeah.
and you seriously want a tip from me, I just want you to know I will cut your fucking nuts off.
Yeah.
If you ever
It was
ask me for a tip.
They're suggesting 20%.
Yeah, I know.
That's like $300.
Let me tell you, if you legitimately are a landlord and you're like, hey, I just want a tip from you, like everyone else gets tipped, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're
dude,
gonna
you
deserve-
own land. You are a landlord.
Yeah.
You got the title Lord in your fucking name, dude. You don't get a tip from me, dickweed.
No,
Like-
when 60% of my income goes to making sure I have a place to live.
Yeah.
You're not getting a tip.
Wait off, okay?
Yeah.
If you're getting a tip, then I don't want to have a single fucking complaint about my home.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, that's the thing too. They're like, "Oh, will you tip your Starbucks guy for making you overpriced coffee?"
Yeah, because my coffee's sick.
Because my coffee was dope and it was $4.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're like, "Oh, but you don't tip your landlord who's available around the clock to fix your apartment." He's
Yeah,
not.
but you're not.
But they're
you're
not.
Because I have shit go wrong and I call you and then you don't show up for 2 weeks and I've already, by the time you get there, I fixed it myself. You fucking dickweed.
I remember that apartment we lived at. I complained about something.
Oh.
And it was like 3 months later. It was like 2 days before we moved out. The guy shows up.
Yeah.
And he starts
the dishwasher broke.
Yeah. And he's looking
Yeah.
at it. He's like, "Oh, yeah, it's busted." I was like, "Yeah, I know.
know.
I
Yeah.
told you. I've forgotten that I even called you. Now you're here.
Yeah.
You're not getting a tip. Fuck that. Tipping a landlord. And you know landlords are the type of people, too, to tip 5% at restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because they're like, I don't make that much. I deal with so much hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, then don't buy property.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is one thing. I don't have a lot of sympathy.
No.
If you're like, well, it's such a hassle. It's such a hassle. Stop buying up cheap houses with all your disposable income
Yeah.
so that the rest of us can't afford to buy a fucking home.
Yeah.
And then renting it out to us.
Being
you
a
want my sympathy? Don't do that.
Being a landlord isn't a job.
No.
If you want more money, get
It's
a
an
job.
investment.
It's an investment. And you know what? Investments are risks, and sometimes you lose. That's the thing. It can't be an investment that you just win all the time.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know
they
what I-
want.
That's what they want, because that's what they see it as. They see it as this hack
It's
to make
like a life
unlimited
hack.
money. It's not.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, well, I have to go and fix stuff. That's hard. No, it's not. It's like, it's the same as a fucking management expense on a mutual fund. You pay someone to manage that money. Guess what? The cost of having this awesome investment that returns a fuckload is that you got to fix shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, too bad.
You get if you're a landlord, you just get a free house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the rent obviously pays more than your mortgage.
Yep.
So you just get free house.
Yeah,
and then when
usually
it's paid
they-
off, you just get a free house to live in forever.
Usually it's more than that, man. They cover their rent and then a bunch. Like,
Yeah,
they profit from it.
That's how. Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
They're not. No one's renting a house to take a
for
loss.
free, yeah. Or to just pay the mortgage. Like,
Yeah.
no.
You're not providing housing. Fucking. Oh, it makes me so mad.
Yeah.
I hate landlords so much.
Yeah, I don't hate landlords. I fucking hate hearing them bitch.
Yeah.
When it's like you have ample opportunity. Like I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know?
Tipping your landlord. You gotta
Tip
be
your
fucking kidding
fucking
me.
landlord. I will literally cut someone's nuts off if they say that to me.
What's that? Am I going to tip my car insurance guy?
Yeah, like I'm not tipping everybody.
I'm not tipping him. I'm going to have no money.
Yeah.
If I tip everybody.
Do you understand what's involved in fucking tipping people? Like,
The tip on my rent would be the amount that I spend on the rest of my bills.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Fuck
yeah,
that.
fucking
Ah.
insane.
I hate it.
You should tip your servers though.
You should tip your servers because they're very poor.
Yeah, they actually are pretty poor.
Yeah, well, in the grand scheme
Nowadays,
of things,
back in the 80s, they were doing well. Nowadays, not as well.
not as well. Still pretty okay.
It's okay. You make good money, but then we only got like, you know what I mean, a couple nights a week.
Yeah, sometimes that's enough though.
It's enough, but you're not like back in the day. They were banking.
Yeah, well, the money per hour for serving
It's pretty good.
is really good, but
Yeah.
there's not that many hours.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
like you're paid well for your time,
Yeah,
but overall, like your pay's not incredibly high.
no, but you get tons of free time
Yeah,
if you're
you
like
do.
just serving. Tons
Yeah.
of free time.
Yeah, which I did like
Yeah,
when I only served. It was a good time.
man, you fucking thrive on free time.
Yeah, I love it.
You fill free time.
It's good to
There's
be
no such
productive.
thing as free time for you.
Well, it's free. I just have to book it.
I'm booked 3 weeks in advance.
Man, I've had our buddy Dwayne
Yeah.
text me and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out this weekend?" I'd be like, "Can't." He's like, when are you free? Like, 3 weeks from now, this Sunday, after 3 p.m. And he's like, you're booked 3 weeks. Not a fucking chance I can see you. And I'm like, yep.
It's a great way to live.
And he's always like, fine.
Your life just disappears. It's great.
It's awesome. There's nothing like burning time.
There's nothing like just throwing away your 20s.
Just scheduling my 20s to not exist anymore.
I just love working 50 hours a week.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's nice.
Yeah. You know what kills me is why is it that things aren't set up so that people like receive their retirement till they're 30?
Oh, and then you just work till you die?
And then you work from 30 till death. Or you work from 30 to fucking 70.
Because people kill themselves.
Why?
Because I think a lot of people in their like 40s and stuff right now, they have retirement as like, that's what you're working for.
Yeah, but wouldn't it have been nicer to be able to enjoy your retirement when you're youthful and able to go travel and do things?
Yeah, I guess.
Than doing it at 70 when you're like, oh,
then
yeah,
what
I
happens
can
when you
barely
hit-
fucking walk anymore.
What happens when you hit 35 and it's all behind you?
It's not all behind you at 35.
But if you did all your retirement
I see
in
what
your
you're saying.
20s, then it's all behind you. But
It's
no,
like
it is
that.
over when it's 35, by the way. It's all over. We're going to be...
I kind of see what you're saying because you'd hit 35 and you'd just kill yourself.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
just
I
going
get
to work till you die now.
Yeah,
so you might as well just die.
Yeah, I did it already.
I've done everything I need to do. We're going to be the sickest like 35 to 40-year-olds,
I think it's going to be a good time.
We're going to be sick.
Yeah, I firmly believe we're going to be millionaires.
We're going to be millionaires.
Yeah, I think we'll be famous millionaires.
We get to be a problem at diners.
Yeah, where it's like we walk in and the server's like, "Can you sign this for my nephew?" And you're like, "Yeah, I guess I'll sign that starter cap." Oh, I can also sign the cover of Double XL for you, no problem. Yeah.
Well, XL magazine.
Yeah, that's making it.
That is making it. I want to be on the cover of Double XL. I want to be a Double XL freshman one day.
Yeah, if you make it to Double XL, you're fucking sick.
What is the best magazine to be on the cover of?
Probably Hustler.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
Just get our Hustler like centerfold.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, can you imagine? With like a 3-fold fold out for the dick.
No, it's a pop-up book. It's ping.
It comes out, hits you in the nose. Oh, get out
You
of
just
here.
got the reasonable doubt experience.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Would you do like a sexy shoot?
Of course, yeah.
Because we could sell like a reasonable doubt calendar for like
we
next
could.
year.
That's a good idea.
What do you think?
I like that. We'll
Get
I'm
like
on board.
props and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'm up for that.
We should do that. We should do
That'd
that.
be dope.
I've got no shame in my body.
No, I fucking couldn't
The
give
shame
less
is
of a
over.
Fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
engaged now. Fuck, I don't care.
No, that's where I'm at. People are like, Chris, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't have anyone to impress.
Yeah, it's time to get fat, dude. I'm
give a
super
fuck.
excited. It's gonna be like 3 beers every night now.
Have you seen these black jackets with the like green high vis X's on them?
Maybe. Like that workers wear?
Yeah, I thought they were that workers wear,
Yeah.
but a lot of non-workers wear them and they just walk around in them.
Maybe they just want to be seen.
Are they incels?
Oh, that's like their badge?
How do we know who the incels are? You know?
Well, if it's daylight and you're walking the streets, it's not them.
Really?
Yeah, they avoid the sun, I feel.
Like vampires.
Like vampires, yeah. Burns their skin.
Too many women have touched that sunshine.
Yeah, too many. Yeah. That sunlight has touched all those women and all them. Now they're whores. 'Cause
Yeah, I
they've been
know.
No, they might accidentally walk past a flower and that'll remind them of perfume and then
They'll be disgusted.
they'll be disgusted.
Is this a thing they don't like women?
No, they don't see women as equals. They don't see them as humans. Or they see them as humans, but they don't see them as like people. They're something to own. There's something to achieve.
But none of them have sex.
No, that's that. They think it should be. Well, they don't like that women can be like have sex outside of relationships and things.
Okay.
Right? Because they also feel that women can be like quote unquote used up. You know what I mean? Like if they all want like an 18-year-old virgin that is simultaneously into all the weird kinky shit that they're into, but that doesn't have any friends and doesn't go out.
That is the most disgusting thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah, in my mind, it just seems like they want their mom that will fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just another mom that takes care of them and lets them play video games all day and then sucks them off.
Because I've seen a bunch of stuff about incels on the internet again. Like
we're having a resurgence?
Yeah, like it's resurging.
The revolution, baby. The incel revolution.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this seems too harsh. It seems too harsh for these guys coming from, like literally no leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Like, you got no legs under you. You don't get laid, and you don't understand the other sex at all.
Yeah.
And you're just a bunch of dudes who, like, frankly, you guys are just fucking crazy people.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a virgin.
There's nothing wrong with being a virgin, but don't hate people about it.
Making it your personality is a little strange.
It's weird.
It's super weird,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like I, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Like, it's kind of just, if you literally think that you just hate women because you can't fuck one. The problem is you need to look at yourself and be like, am I being a loser? Yes, I'm being a loser.
Well, there's no self-awareness. That's the problem.
Like, no, I don't want to be mean, but it's true. Like, you're just.
You know what we should...
Like, you know what you should do? You should go for a run, get a haircut.
Put on some deodorant.
Get a shower, put on some deodorant, some nice cologne, go to the bar, buy a girl a drink. See how it goes.
Get a hobby. Get a hobby that's not video games and anime.
Man, honestly, you can have those hobbies. There's tons of weird chicks out there.
There's tons of weird... We should respect women. There's a bunch of crazy bitches out there.
I'm sure there's some fucking weird chicks out there for you.
Well, that's the thing, too. They're, like, ugly and gross. And then there will be, like...
I have seen many a one walking the streets.
Yeah, but then there's ugly, gross women.
That's what I'm saying.
But they don't want those ones.
I've seen many ones wandering about the streets. Yeah.
God, it's so tough.
I feel bad for them. I do.
I have stellar strong nines.
Like, we're strong nines.
We're strong nines. I would say.
9.5s maybe.
Yeah, 9.5s, it's a rough day. But I would say like a 9.8. Yeah, as a 10 isn't unachievable.
10 is
It's tough to see a 1.
You can't get a perfect score.
I
have seen them, though. And I always... It's funny, because if I see a 4... This is horrible that we're using this rating system.
No, go off, King. Talk your shit right now.
If I see a 4, sometimes I just think you just didn't try. Because you don't need to be where you are.
You can pump yourself up 2 levels, I think.
At least. You can be like a decent-looking human being. If you're a 1, you genetically had an unfortunate time, and I never judge those people.
No.
I see them, and I go... Fair enough. Like, life fucked your day over.
I feel like like a 1, you gotta be missing bits.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have like one eye.
Yeah, like you got a cheek missing or something.
Cheek.
Yeah.
Your like spine does a full loop.
Yeah, like maybe you were the victim of scalping.
Or your car caught on fire one time.
Yeah, like I see it, and I'm like, you know what? Damn. Damn.
You just say it out loud. Next time, 1 walk, like, damn. Damn, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, like...
The hardest you could try, make you a 3.
Yeah. I'm not even sure you could get there. You need a lot of makeup. Like costume makeup, you know?
Like costume makeup?
Rebuild your face.
What I think we should do about... What I think is going to happen with these incel guys, I think VR is going to hit a point in, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 years that it's going to be almost indistinguishable
And
from real life.
then we have the VR flip real quick and just break all their hearts, kill them. They kill themselves. End of that problem.
Yeah, make them all fall in love through
I
VR
like this.
and have sex, right? We'll just plug them into the Matrix and just have them love this woman or whatever. And we'll be like, this is like a therapy to like get you over your inceldom.
Do you want to hear something crazy? Actually, I'm just thinking this.
Yeah.
Because of specifically this topic. So there's like this measurement they use for mortality in the Western world.
Okay.
And it's suicide, alcohol-related deaths. So like car accidents, dying from liver disease, whatever. Like anything directly related to alcohol.
Yep.
And drug overdose is the other one. Mm-hmm. So like accidental drug overdose.
Yep.
This is a metric they use to see how like mortality problems are in the States and Canada.
Yeah.
And like throughout Europe, it's pretty common. They found that for the last 3 years, this mortality toll as a percentage has been growing.
Oh, word.
Which, like, okay, you expect some growth.
Yeah.
If people are becoming more and more unhappy. The smallest of it is suicide, which is actually pretty good. It's
good.
only growing at like 4%, which is substantial, but
less than inflation. So it's
yeah, like it's not that much growth.
That was a shitty joke.
Overall, the metric, do you know how fast it's growing?
How fast?
25%.
Damn.
Dude,
We are drinking and doing drugs.
Nothing grows at 25%.
No.
Nothing.
We are drinking and doing hella drugs.
People are dying from drug overdoses at like an extra 27% per year.
Is it that they're doing more drugs? The drugs are getting better.
They're dying from like fentanyl and shit. Like constantly. But dude, in the States last year, it was like 300,000 people.
Oh, that's like the city of London.
Dude, murked them in one year.
Them. Straight dust.
Yeah. 100,000 for alcohol-related deaths. That's insane.
That is insane.
That is insanity, dude.
If you think about it, if alcohol was introduced today, there's no way it'd be legal.
No,
Not
you'd
a
be like,
chance.
get this the fuck out of here.
What the fuck is this going to do?
Yeah,
You're going to set up buildings?
Ruin people's lives.
We're going to set up buildings just for people to drink this stuff?
Yeah, like what? No.
No, I'm glad it's not, though.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I think there should be like a super fentanyl.
A super fentanyl?
A super fentanyl.
What does this entail?
It to be like super controlled, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be like this one little, it's like really, really concentrated. It'd be like a little grain of rice.
Okay.
Right? And you just like smush it in between your two fingers and you're fucked up for 2 weeks.
That's how it is right now.
Oh, is it? That's what fentanyl's like right now? I don't do drugs, so I don't know.
It's like the most potent opiate we've ever made.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they prescribed it to people for a long time.
Do you ever see
It's dosed in micrograms.
Yeah.
By like 10 micrograms.
You ever see those cops that lie about fentanyl? You ever see that?
What?
There was a trend, especially in the States, where like they would pull a car over,
Yeah.
or whatever, that would have drugs, and the cop would fake an overdose by just being near drugs. They'd be like they breathed the same air that the bricks of coke were in, or whatever, and they would fake an overdose so it would get another charge on the guy trafficking the drugs.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, and then there'd be like a bunch of videos of a guy. He's like, he touched the brick and there was fentanyl in it, and there's a cop on the ground going like, blah.
So they're just idiots.
Yeah, they're just idiots, and everyone's like, these drugs are so dangerous.
No,
which they are.
They're dangerous, but they're not that dangerous.
They're not that dangerous.
Yeah,
Just fucking.
it's not fucking anthrax.
Yeah, let's be a man about it, okay? If you
Yeah.
can't handle your fucking drugs, don't do your fucking
Man
drugs.
up. Yeah.
Man the fuck up.
Yeah,
I'll have a little Narcan on you if you want to. But that's like doing drugs with training wheels.
Do you not think it's strange that people, like, I've never understood, I would say, like, we've been somewhat involved in drug culture over the years. You know, like, I've tried drugs.
I plead the fifth.
And I think it's very strange. And I know a lot of people who are into it. But I think pharmaceuticals are a really strange area. Like, I don't trust the government.
No, of course you don't.
So I inherently don't trust big pharma.
Yeah.
So when someone's like, "Hey man, you want to do one of these and get fucked up?" I'm like, "No."
No.
Yeah. I trust this thing that comes out of poo much more than I trust what you
Cocaine is
have.
from the earth. It's plant-based.
It is plant-based.
Right? I want that, or I want a drug that some guy made at his house. That he like synthesized in a basement lab. That'll let you see goblins.
Like
And like the inner machinations of time. And you're only high for 5 seconds, but it feels like 2 lifetimes.
Are you talking about DMT?
Well, like DMT and the like.
That
Category
acid
of
and,
weird.
yeah.
Well, not acid, but
Acid's lysergic acid. That's a like homemade thing.
yeah, it was like one guy in California, right? Who
Well,
started
there's a
it.
couple guys. Yeah, but there's a couple guys who.
They called it like the sunshine stuff or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was invented by a dude. Well, it wasn't even invented. He just discovered it because he got it on his skin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was a scientist, and he spilled some on his wrist.
And he got fucking annihilated.
And he was like, "Oh," and he like wiped it off, and it was fine. And then he was riding his bicycle home, and was
Had
like,
the best time.
"Holy shit!" and documented it, and was like, "Yeah, I've fucking lost my mind."
You ever see the U.S. Army tapes where they give like soldiers LSD to see how easy it would be to use LSD to like mind control people?
Oh, like, are you talking about MK Ultra?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's like actual recordings of stuff.
Of MK Ultra?
Not of MK Ultra specifically, but others.
Just that.
And they're like, they're getting so frustrated because they've just got some fucking corporal in the room. And they like what you would do now for like a fun dose of LSD, it's like 25 times that. They fucking annihilate this
they
fucking
just
guy.
fuck him right
because they're
up.
trying to control his mind. He's like drooling and like... like he's fucked, and they're like over the loudspeaker, and they're like, "What is 6 times 7?" And he's like,
Yeah, the room is speaking at that dude.
yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna die.
yeah, give him 25 times the dose of LSD, stick him in a white room with nothing but a steel chair and a table, and then talk to him through the wall. That probably fucking destroyed that guy.
Dude, that would break my psyche.
You could hear the anger in their voices as they're going.
Because they're getting frustrated.
Because they're getting
"God
frustrated
damn
with it. They're like, "Stand up!" And he's like, he can't stand up. You know what you just did to this guy? He can't stand up.
Yeah, you gotta love that these guys like have. It's still like this too. This is not that long ago. Like it's still like this. That anyone who makes any of the rules surrounding this stuff, or like weighs in on any of the legalities of what should happen to someone should they be caught with LSD, or like a lot of the research up until recent, like that was getting done, they walked into it having no fucking clue what happens.
No.
And it's like, well, you can't ask those hippies. They're not reliable. Like, they're the only ones who have done it.
Yeah.
Ask them. I bet you they'd be helpful.
This stuff is so horrible. We're going to give so much of it to one of our own guys, and that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah, like,
look, this
what?
could just wreck Bob's life. No. You know what I mean?
Man, it's just,
We gave him 25 tabs of acid, 2 pounds of mushrooms,
yeah. And he
just give him a shot of adrenaline for good luck.
and he doesn't seem to be
And
responding.
he shit himself.
Yeah.
This has got to be illegal.
Like-
We can't have this.
Yeah, you can't have people doing this. Like, no one's doing that, dude. Nobody's doing that.
Well, I bet there's a couple.
There are, but I don't know. It's just insane. Like if you're going to the fucking Congo, you're gonna send military force to the Congo. I think of it the same way. You go send one dude to the Congo and be like, we need to find out what's going on in the Congo. You get someone who knows the Congo to help walk you through what needs to happen to get in there.
I think I'm fine not knowing what happens in the Congo.
No, I know. I'm just saying as like as an analogy.
Oh, you look for the people that have
yeah,
been
like
in
if you're
yeah.
gonna research LSD, you talk to someone who's done it
Yeah.
and be like, hey, what are we doing here?
Counterpoint, though.
Yeah.
Just to play devil's advocate. It's so fucking annoying talking to stoners.
It is. It is.
I can see why they would
They're
avoid.
like, fuck it.
They
we're
are
not.
so fucking...
Like
Could you
people who are
imagine-
hardcore into like just psychedelics
Well,
all
like
day.
60s hippies.
Yeah.
While I appreciate the movement, could you imagine trying to get like an 8-hour clinical study day out of one of those fucking guys? No.
Pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass. They suck.
Yeah, they literally like they're horrific to talk to.
I don't even like stoners now.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like I eat weed. I do. I'm a weed guy. But
But on your own time.
yeah, I don't fucking talk to everyone about it. The
Yeah.
most you'll hear me say is if it's like the end of the night and they're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Gonna go home and get high." And they're like, "Oh, okay." I've had so many people be like, "Really?" Be like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You do that?" It's like, "Yep, I fucking like getting high. Yeah, it's a good time."
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
There you go.
I eat an edible and I sit on the couch.
Did you see the Kanye and Jonah Hill thing?
What happened?
So you know how Kanye is like, he was hating Jews there for a minute.
Yep.
Right? He came back to Instagram to post a picture of the 21 Jump Street cover and was like, I like Jews now because I really like Jonah Hill's performance in 21 Jump Street.
Hold up. That's what changed it.
That's what changed it. Jonah Hill.
You know what? Jonah Hill, honestly, I really like that guy. I think I've said this before on the podcast.
Yeah.
I really like Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I like Jonah Hill
He's a
too.
commendable. Did you watch Stutz?
I had to turn it off.
Because it's
It's
real.
too heavy.
It's real.
It was really heavy for me, yeah.
Yeah. You should give that another go, man. That movie's fucking amazing.
It was really good.
It's heavy. It's some heavy shit.
I was like a little drunk, and it was like 11:30, and I was like halfway through, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah,
because on one point it was like too much, and the other point it was like I don't think I was fully picking up
what was happening up to this point,
and I didn't want to like have to watch it again.
Yeah,
so
I watched it stoned. Not a good stoned movie.
No,
I was like halfway,
you ate a bunch
halfway
of weed.
through, and I'm like, holy fuck, I'm broken.
You ate a bunch of weed and watched Therapy the movie.
Therapy the movie.
That's what it is.
It's literally just walking you through a therapy session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should go to therapy.
Yeah,
It's probably really
yeah. It's probably good for you.
It's probably. I wouldn't tell anybody though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Come on. Man, that's a fake.
Oh, you break your mother's heart.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Going
Can't
to
be
therapy.
going to therapy.
Head shrinkage
What's
is
the-
bad for the Italians.
Yeah, what was a fucking Sopranos line? A psychiatrist. That's just a racket for the Jews.
Yeah. Like, what? Oh, it is a thing though. The Italians, they're not into that, right?
No, well, it's just a macho guy thing.
Yeah, I guess.
There's you can't admit that there's something wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with me. I'm respectable.
Case in point. Yeah, I don't know. I can't go to therapy. I run circles around it. You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I'd probably be
Yeah,
so
you
good at
kidding me?
therapy. I'd be the best at therapy.
Hurt my back the other day. You know what it was? My girlfriend's been poisoning me. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, she has been.
I'm sure of it. She's
Slowly.
been poisoning me.
It's some
And
fucking
gaslighting, I hear, is the other thing.
gaslighting. Yeah, you're too smart for that.
And yeah, but one day off work and I was good to go.
Yeah.
2 days. 3
People were
days
like,
off work.
people were laughing. They were like, "Oh, Chris threw his back out." I was like, "It's not funny."
Yeah, it hurts.
Throwing your back out is like one of the worst things. I threw my back out like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I'll never make fun of. It was like the worst experience of my
Yeah,
life.
I'm still in pain.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
You don't twist. You
No.
didn't twist today.
And I do a lot of this where I like kind of give it a break for a second. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
You turn corners at like 90 degrees. There's no like turn. You like, You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, it's the worst fucking pain, and nothing really fixes it.
No, you just wait.
You just put heat on it, and then you ice it, and you put heat
Yeah.
on it, and then you take
The
a bath.
best thing you can do is fucking go to the beach.
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I've been going to the beach, getting in the water.
Is it thought enough? Yeah.
Yeah,
You can get it?
It's 1
Okay.
degree right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember the one time, me and Christian were like, we should go do a polar plunge
Yeah,
because we
in
wanted to jump
February.
in February. We drive to Port Stanley.
Yeah, we drive
half
an hour.
Get out of the car, walk out. The ice is 6 feet thick.
Yeah, it literally was. We're walking out. I'm like, how far is the beach? It's right here. I'm like, this is where the water starts. It's gotta be right here. We're walking and walking and walking. And then there's like a cliff.
Yeah.
Where there's the edge of the ice that must have been pushed up to shore.
Yeah.
And it's dropped down to the new ice. And I dropped down onto that, and I'm like, okay, maybe we can break a hole in this stuff. It must be thin here because it's lower.
Yeah.
And I like stomp on it and don't even feel my vibration in the other foot. I was like,
oh, no, we're not getting
it.
Drive all the way back, go to the Thames River because it's still flowing.
Yeah.
I think we went up to our knees.
Yeah, and we're like, this is gross.
We're like, this is gross. Also, we could have died.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Pretty easily.
In the fucking Thames?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The water in the Thames is moving so fast. There's ice everywhere except for this spot. And I'm like, what do I think this temp is? -3 probably.
Yeah.
You're looking at like 18 or 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You know, like it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking freezing. And plus, like, if you like, one of us gets in, slips.
And then just gets taken
The other
away.
one, there's no way that we could jump in and get you.
Swim to you, yeah.
Yeah, because oh, fuck, that was kind of stupid. So
no,
then we
not at all. Genius.
We just went home and then turned a cold shower on.
Yeah, it filled a cold
That was a whole night for us.
Yeah, it
was
was.
failing to do a full plunge. Our other roommate, Brian,
It's like you guys are fucking
he's
idiots.
at home the whole time. We go to Port Stanley, come back home. Go to the river, come back home. And he's just in the same spot. He's
Yeah,
like, what
he's
the fuck are you guys doing?
You're doing a polar dip. And he's like, no, you're fucking not.
You want to come with us? No.
Yeah. Both times we're like leaving for Port Stanley. He's like, yo, you want to come? He's like, no. We're like, you're gonna be sad you missed it. It's gonna be so cool. Hour and a half later,
We couldn't get in the
we
water.
couldn't get in the ice. Yeah, couldn't get through it.
He's like, yeah, it's February. It's frozen. Yeah, okay.
Oh man, amazing. What do you got? What do you got for me?
I noticed something because we stopped in Frankfurt on
What's
the way
Frankfurt?
Germany. We stopped in Germany on the way back for a layover.
Oh, okay.
From Italy.
How was it?
We were only there for like an hour and a half.
Do German girls actually all just have like...
What? Are you imagining like Oktoberfest beer girls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
all of them.
really?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just blonde, blue eyes, big titties?
Yeah, they wear the outfit too, pigtails, all the time.
Not all of them.
Yeah, all the time.
Fuck. Now you're fucking with me.
I was fucking with you from the start. They don't all look like... They look like people.
Just normal people.
Just normal
eh?
people, but they speak funny.
But they speak funny.
German is such a silly language.
Guten Tag.
They all sound like little boys excited for chocolate.
Yeah, they do. They do. That's a good... That's fucking good.
beaten.
And you're like, woo!
Yeah.
All right, so how was it? How was Frankfurt?
It was good. We were there for like an hour and a half. I just crushed a sausage and a beer. Because
Okay.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
But I noticed something. They call them Freien Parkenplatz.
Freuen Parkenplatz?
Yeah, can you decipher what that means?
Well, what's Freuen?
Women.
It translates to women?
Yeah. You know, like Fräulein? Like
Yeah,
Freuen?
Fräulein, yeah.
Fräulein's like one woman.
Yeah,
Freuen
it's
is
like
like
a woman.
women.
Freuen is women.
Parkenplatz.
Parkenplatz. Hold up.
German is a very obvious language.
Yeah, park
It's a parking lot.
women parking lot?
Yeah, there's parking lots that only women are allowed to use.
Fuck off.
Yeah. They make them closer to the entrances.
And it's only for women.
And it's only for women. They make them closer to the entrances and they're exceptionally well lit.
You're joking, right?
I'm not joking. Because I looked it up, I saw it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's like women parking lot. That makes no sense.
And you looked it up.
And I looked it up, and
exactly
that's what it is. It's like at the front, right by the entrance, so that women don't have to take the long, dark parking lot journey to their car.
Oh, it's safer.
It's safer.
It makes them feel better.
It makes them feel better. But I get it. But isn't that the same thing we do with disabled spots here?
Yeah, but I actually no.
So are the Germans trying to say that being a woman is a disability?
No, what they're doing is like women complain about, oh, men don't understand what it's like to fucking walk home alone. Like our girlfriends have complained about walking home drunk from the bar
At 3 in the
at
morning?
3 a.m. is very different for us as it is for them. You know what I mean? It's a very different experience. It's scary. So can you imagine if it was like if you were just always super close and it was really well lit and there's security cameras and stuff watching, you'd feel better.
Yeah, I think so.
They just feel better about it. That's actually quite positive.
It is.
I'm honestly like, the stuff I hear about Germany, I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it probably pushed someone's buttons at first, but they just did it anyway, and now things work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that is true, though. The 3 a.m. walk is much different.
It's very different. We walk home hammered and don't think anything of it. We just stumble our way home.
But do you remember that? I think it was Halloween this year. I was in drag.
Yeah.
And I walked across downtown blackout drunk in drag.
Yeah.
Wig off, makeup on.
Yeah.
And
you got harassed.
And I got harassed. And I wasn't even a woman.
Yeah.
I just looked sort of like one.
Yeah.
And I got harassed.
Yeah,
it's the only time someone's ever called me a homophobic slur in public, and I'm not gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
It actually opened up my eyes a little bit. Obviously, I know homophobia is wrong and sexism is wrong. But I was pretty taken aback by how blatant how openly homophobic some people are.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you haven't worked in trades.
Well, yeah, but that's like, even that kind of stuff is like jokey sometimes.
Not really.
No?
They're pretty open about it.
Yeah?
It's horrific.
I mean, yeah, but then the next level of, they saw me in drag, assumed I was gay, and immediately yelled at me in public in front of hundreds of people.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I see what you're saying.
That like blew my mind. I assume most people were like, when they're like that, it's behind closed doors or with like close groups. You know what I mean?
You'd be shocked how open people are.
Yeah.
Like,
blows my mind.
If you're on a golf course,
oof.
Dude, guys will say whatever the fuck they want in front of crowds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen dudes drop a hard R in front of like 60 people with black people in it.
Ooh.
And they don't give a fuck. Yeah.
That's great material for the podcast. We should go golfing. Just pick up what some people are saying.
Dude, it's fucked. It is fucked up. Like, I realized when I kind of grew up a bit and started going out on my own that, like, old rich dudes are horrible people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, they're bad people.
I think, too, 80% of their day, they got to lock it up.
Yeah.
Because they're at work or they're with their wife or whatever.
That's the thing. You always hear, like daughters and shit of rich dudes are like, oh, my dad's not that bad. He's not like that. Like, he is. I promise.
He is. He's just paying for your university, so you don't think he's that bad.
Yeah. But he's paying for your university, and he probably tones it down in front of you. I guarantee when he's with the boys on a golf course or something.
Oh, my God. It's the 60s
sitting in a bar. Yeah, he's fucking hasn't evolved in 100 years.
Dude, just dreaming of the days of the transatlantic slave trade.
He is a bad dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He tones it down in front of the wife and kids.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Because his wife will berate him for being racist.
But they don't think anything of it. Business owners. If you went around to all the business owners in our city and were like, hey, what do you think about this?
Yeah, how do you really feel?
How do you really feel about this? And you got an honest answer, you would be disgusted.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go anywhere.
No.
You'd be like, I don't want to support any of you guys.
The only one, the alehouse guy, that's the only guy that put it up on his sign.
Yeah, and people got mad about it. And that dude's a reasonably bad dude, but he's not that bad. If that's him being honest, it's a lot better than most. You know? Like,
I have heard much worse.
About him?
No. From just business owners.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Way worse.
Get them drunk.
Yeah.
And you'll hear what you...
Here it comes out. There's some people like I say, especially trades.
Yeah.
Guys who own trades companies, you're like, holy shit, man, what did you walk out of?
Well, it's insular, right? Especially guys that own trades companies. They've been working in trades their entire life.
And I've only been surrounded by those people.
They've only been surrounded by those type of people, right?
Yeah.
That's the number one way to like combat the racism and sexism and stuff, homophobia. It's just like meet gay people, meet black people,
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing that I actually didn't realize was because I've talked about it to people who I know that are reasonable. I'm like, you can't say that. That's racist or like that's homophobic. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, it's not. I'm not racist. It's like, yeah, but your joke is horribly offensive.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm all for offensive jokes, but that's like fucking way over the line.
Yeah.
Like you can't drop racial slurs. It's not funny if you legitimately drop a hard R.
Yeah, the offensiveness can't just be a slur.
Yeah, you're not Louis C.K., okay?
Yeah,
like,
you can't do that. Put your dick away.
Yeah, like, stop. And they don't get it. And then I've asked, legitimately been like, do you know a gay person? Do you know a black person? And they're like, no. And it's like, you don't have any black friends at all? No.
That explains
like, okay, then that's why you don't understand what the problem is with dropping an N-bomb in fucking public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, obviously you don't get it. Let me tell you, someone will kill you for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right.
It's this insulated little world they live in. They don't think anything happens.
Yeah, and then, one day they'll get caught.
Yeah, and someone's going to just rock you.
Yeah, and then they're going to think of themselves as the victim.
That's
they've done this for 20 years and
no one's ever had a problem with it. And it's like, well, this guy, he's obviously an asshole. Yeah. And then what wasn't racism, big air quotes there.
Yeah.
Becomes like pretty prevalent racism.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Was it? You got deep into that.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. It is a legitimate problem.
To end on a lighter note.
Oh, are we ending?
Well, we're getting there. Do you have something? Do you have something you want to finish on?
Well, I did want to ask you about the France protests.
Oh, about the retirement age thing?
Yeah, what's the deal going on over there?
France, something's going on with their workforce.
They want to extend the retirement
where
age.
they want to extend the retirement age for, it was like 64 or something like that, and they want to make it like 67.
And they're rioting.
And they're fucking rioting. The French riot over shit like that.
1.4 million people in a protest.
And as they should.
Yeah, I agree with it fully. Yeah. I just find it interesting that there's not an ounce of media coverage here.
Oh, when we were in Europe, every TV.
Every TV, that's all they're talking about. Because there's a bunch of European nations that are protesting about similar stuff.
Yeah.
And right now, in the Western world, you turn on the news and it's Trump.
Is this the tinfoil hat going on for a second?
Yeah.
Because I'll put it on.
I'm putting on a tinfoil hat for the next episode, by the way.
With a little thing on the...
Yeah.
Well, you can't show it here in, like, North America.
Why?
Because then when they fucking raise our retirement age or decide that, like, oh, you don't get a pension anymore...
They'll be like, why don't you guys riot?
Because we didn't know you could.
Yeah, that's exactly that's what I'm saying. They don't want us to think about it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they riot over in France. Over everything.
Yeah, that's sick. That's the way you should be.
It was
you're the people. I don't understand this. I want to incite violence in my people. Like,
political violence. It's not terrorism.
Like, it's not fucking terrorism. The government works for you. If you don't like it, go out and freak the fuck out about it.
Do you remember the one in France? It was like 2 years ago. It was like they decided that firemen weren't getting a pay raise that year. And like 2 million people rioted.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, hell no.
Because if you start letting shit like that slide, it affects everybody.
That's my point. People think that the French are just crazy.
No,
dude. You let them. It's the government. It's the same as this fucking bullshit that I keep hearing. It's big right now, where they're like, oh, we should tax billionaires, tax the shit out of billionaires. Look, do I think people deserve to have hundreds of billions of dollars and us be starving to death? No, I don't think that's right. But taxing them is not the way to fix this. Because if you give the government a bunch of money, you think the magical distribution fairy pops out of fucking Biden's ass and starts handing out cash to everyone? No, you don't get any money. They get pay raises and you get fucked in the ass again. And you just let a billionaire get fucked.
Here he goes.
I'm just saying, there's no fucking incentive to become a billionaire if you're going to get fucked when you get there, and you're fucked when you're poor, so the only place you really want to go is politics. It's retarded.
We should get into politics.
Apparently, that's what people want.
I would be such a great corrupt politician. I would take the first bribe.
Yeah, yep, sure.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Most people would. Most
Yeah.
people would. And most people do.
Yeah, I know. Everyone tries to think of themselves that they've got this moral high ground.
Holier than
The
thou
second
bullshit.
someone just slides $250,000, you're gonna take
You're
it.
like, yep, okay.
You're gonna have the gusto to say no.
No.
When you got no savings.
Yeah. You're like, yep, sure, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm a public servant. Yeah, I'll take that bribe.
Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, like, I see people ripping on Howard Schultz. Lay the fuck off that guy. If you haven't read his book, Howard Schultz is, he was the guy who made Starbucks. Mm-hmm. And you can say, well, he made Starbucks is super successful. You're a fucking retard, okay? It actually pisses me off. That dude came from fucking literal nothing. That dude's mom ran a hooker ring and a fucking gambling ring out of his house his whole childhood.
Yeah.
And they were fucking poor. He had nothing. He grew up in Brooklyn, had literally not a fucking dollar to his name. And that dude turned himself into a billionaire. That does not make you entitled to his fucking money. He also, Starbucks is the first ever minimum wage company to provide health benefits to their employees, to provide post-secondary education funding. There's thousands of success stories of people who work for Starbucks, get a degree fully paid for by Starbucks, work for corporate, and make six figures and have a good life. Don't fucking shit on people that actually try to help people. You want to shit on someone, shit on your shitty government and their shitty fucking financial distribution skills. It's bullshit. Stop ripping on billionaires. They're not your enemy. Look at what
totally
they're fucking
are.
doing. They're not the
They're
enemy.
totally your enemy.
Your government and their legislation, that's the enemy.
They could both be your enemy.
Nah, dude. I
can't.
disagree.
Billionaires. Bezos is not your enemy?
Not every fucking billionaire is out there to do evil and take money from you.
I think being a billionaire just is evil.
It's not.
It's hoarding. It's like fucking...
It is hoarding. It's
just hoarding jewels in your cave.
Why are the people...
No one else can have any.
Why are the people who hoard garbage in their house not our enemies?
They are. They're gross.
Well, I understand that billionaires, like, the billionaire status is an extreme amount of wealth. I understand that. I also think there's much more shitty millionaires out there than there are shitty billionaires.
Well, there's barely any billionaires.
There's barely any billionaires, and most of them are incredibly philanthropic in one way or the other. Whether it's like bourgeoisie philanthropic, like what Marx talks about in Communist Manifesto, or whether it's that, or like legitimate progression. Say what you want, but like the government, I promise you, was never going to get enough research done to get shit done that like Musk's fucking biotech company's done. They've given people
He just kills monkeys with brain chips.
Doesn't matter. They've also given people with fucking epilepsy a second chance of life. The government's only been working on that one for 60 years and accomplished sweet fuck all. How's cancer research coming on? Sweet fuck all.
Well, the money's in the treatment, not the cure, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Nobody wants to cure
But
cancer.
you have biotech companies that are fueled by like Sergey Brin and Elon Musk, and they all chip in towards this because they think some biotech company is doing a good job. And so these guys throw money at it because they're billionaires. And then what? They come up with, yeah, we've taken this fucking weird genetic mutation from jellyfish and sharks, and we can actually produce like cells that go around and destroy cancer cells in the body, and you can shrink tumors with it. The only people saying that legitimate medical research can't be used is the government. And, like, are there risks associated with it? Yes. Don't fuck off all the medical people who are like, because it's experimental. So is lithium, but we've been giving that to psych patients for 50 years. Fucking...
Man, you are going to live on a compound.
I'm just saying, like, fucking...
You're going to live in a compound made out of shipping containers? And you're going to have a ham radio?
You don't think that's a legitimate point? You don't think that's a legitimate point? Billionaires do, sure, they do a lot of harm. They do a lot of good as well. They do more good than the government's relatively stagnant in Western world.
Yeah.
It's pretty stagnant.
It's rotating. It's not the same person, you know what I mean?
They take a bunch of your money, okay? They take a bunch of your money. They redelegate those funds to a bunch of dickheads who don't get that much done for the exorbitant cost that the government costs us. They don't accomplish very much.
What do you mean?
They don't accomplish that much.
I think they accomplish much more than you think.
There's tons of systems in place that make our life decent. And they help to, pay for services and things that we need. But all the people that are involved past those services, like going upwards past those services, they are not that effective.
But name one time that something went from being a government issue to being private and it's gotten better.
Healthcare.
No, private healthcare is not better. I will totally disagree with you on that.
100% the objective truth is that the quality of healthcare when private is better than Canadian healthcare.
Yes.
Canadian healthcare on a world stage lacks in both quality and availability.
Okay, but Canada isn't the only country with universal healthcare.
It's not. And I would like to say that between Canada and the States, you should not have that comparison. Canada should not look at itself and go, wow, we're so great, and my head's all the way up my ass because we're better than the States. The States also sucks. Like, our healthcare is just also shit. It's just free.
Yeah.
But it's still shit as fuck. At least if you have a lot of money in the States, your healthcare is really good. And there's tons of availability and the quality's great. Here, there's minimal availability and the quality's shit, but it's free. It's a kind of shit trade. It's kind of a shitty trade. Just saying. I'd rather like France and England where it's like quality's good and it's free.
Yeah, you pay more for it.
You pay more in taxes.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't pay more than us, though.
Slightly more.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. But they like a lot of their post-secondary is covered as well.
Yeah. Okay, well then fucking...
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No, it's a pretty good trade. I think I'd take it. All right, that was Christian's soapbox.
Sorry,
that was crazy. You popped the fuck off, dude. I liked it.
I've been waiting. I've been rattled for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. You're like, I'm gonna pop off this time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got good time.
Yeah, we did get good time.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If you're still listening, didn't turn it off after do that. Stay reasonable. Keep doubting everything we've said today.
Stay reasonable. Keep doubting. Doubt it all.
Love you.
It's down white, boy.
That was a good one.